Hey friends, today we're going to work on a quick review talking about dividing by fractions. Remember that in the 5th grade, the types of division problems that we do with fractions are either a whole number, like 2, 3, or 4, or 50, any whole number, divided by what we call a unit fraction, like 1/3 or 1/4. A unit fraction is any fraction that has 1 as its top number or numerator. The other kind of division that we'll do with fractions is taking a fraction and dividing it by a whole number. The quick and easy way to divide fractions, the most efficient way, is to do what we call multiply by the reciprocal. When we practice this strategy, we leave the first number alone. So if we were doing 2 divided by 1/3, 2 would stay the same. Then we flip-flop our division sign to a multiplication sign, and then we multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 1/3 is 3/1. So the reciprocal means that the bottom becomes the top, and the top becomes the bottom. So we're going to multiply 2 times 3/1, which is just the same as 2 times 3, and that will give us 6. If we wanted to practice this strategy with the second problem, 2/3 divided by 4, we're going to leave our first number alone, so 2/3 doesn't change. Our division becomes multiplication because we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 4, now remember with whole numbers you can always assume, or it's understood, that there is a denominator of 1 there always. Whether or not we write that 1 just depends on our purposes, whether or not it will be useful for us to write it. The reciprocal of 4/1 is 1/4. Because the top, or the bottom, needs to become the top, and the top becomes the bottom. So we're going to multiply times 1/4. When we multiply fractions, we multiply straight across the numerator, and we multiply straight across the denominator. Then we simplify if possible. 2/12 can be simplified to 1/6. So your quotient for 2/3 divided by 4 would be 1/6. Now in this set of Google Slides, we're not going to practice multiplying by the reciprocal. Instead, we're going to use fraction bars to help us understand what we're really doing when we divide these numbers. Here's a short video that you need to watch that shows you how you can use fraction bars to divide. Okay, so here's the first problem we're going to do. Divide by dragging the appropriate number of visual models into the workspace and then interpret the quotient. Okay, so here's what they mean by that. On your Google Slides assignment, you'll be able to drag these little 1/3 bars around. I can't do it on my iPad, so I'm just going to draw them. We're going to take 2 holes and divide each hole into thirds and see how many thirds we get. So this is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So you're going to drag these yellow bars onto or below your one hole to you're essentially making a tape diagram. Once you're done doing that, where it says interpret the quotient, what they mean is count up how many thirds you have. So how many thirds are in 2 holes? Counting them up, I can see that there are 6 thirds in 2 holes. 2 divided by 1/3 equals 6. Here we're going to do 6 divided by 3/4. So another way of saying that is this. How many groups of 3/4 are there in 6 holes? Okay, so you're going to do this on your Google Slides by dragging the yellow fourths bars, and I'm going to do it by making a tape diagram because I can't drag these pieces. So here's one group of 3/4. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's 1/3. I didn't do that right. Hang on, let me fix it. Okay, second try. Okay, so each hole is going to be cut into 4 equal pieces, and then I'm going to shade 3 out of 4. Okay, now I'm going to continue. Okay, now notice that I'm cutting each hole into 4 equal pieces, but since I'm counting groups of 3/4, I'm only shading in 3 out of those 4 equal pieces. Okay, there's another group of 3/4. This is easier to do on Google Slides where you can drag them. Okay, so in 3 holes, there are, let's see, 1 group of 3/4, 2 groups of 3/4, 3 groups of 3/4, and 4 groups of 3/4. So from that, I can infer if there are 4 groups of 3/4 in 3 holes, there's going to be 8 groups of 3/4 in 6 holes. Cut each hole into 4 equal pieces. You will do this just by dragging your pieces, and then shade in 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. For a total of 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Don't forget to record your answers. All right, you guys do the rest on your own.